Thank you, Preppy, for just existing and making yourself available to those like me who were at a crossroads in their career life and wanted to try out something new. And thank you for being affordable. Thank you for being reasonable. Thank you for having a great team. Hi, my name is Brandee. I'm 35 and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I enrolled in the Surgical Tech program in November. My job at that time was working full-time at an oral surgery center, and I was a sterilization tech. So I had actually never been a sterilization tech, but while I was there working in that office, that's when I learned about the surgical tech position. So I didn't realize that surgical tech was even an option. I had never heard about it until I started working in that office. And so actually being a part of the procedure and being in the operating room, that really interested me more than sterilization. So that's why I decided to move forward with the course. Well, I really didn't search long at all for a program before I found Preppy. I wasn't familiar at all with the requirements. But when I did begin looking, I seen that mostly it was the 2-year program. And of course you had to take your prerequisites before that. But I pushed further and I looked to see if there was an online option. And there were a few, there weren't many. The 2-year programs, the 2-year in-person programs, they were just expensive. They were expensive. I didn't want to spend that money and I didn't want to spend that type of time. So when I did come across Preppy, it just made a lot of sense. I didn't really see other online programs besides Preppy that offered surgical tech that will also help you find clinicals or externship after you completed the course. So it was really like a no-brainer. I was only searching for like maybe a few days before I found Preppy, and I just made the choice mentally before I paid for anything or signed up for anything that Preppy would be the route that I went. The top 3 things that I loved about Preppy are it being a online course that was self-paced, how affordable it was, and how easy it was to contact the support team and how helpful and knowledgeable the support team was. Preppy prepared me for what to expect in the operating room as a surgical tech. It prepared me for making the decision on what specific field that I wanted to be a part of. There's many different avenues you can go with being a surgical tech. So it made me really, think deeply about where did I want to begin? Where did I want to end? Where did I see my career going? How did I want to start? Or where would I want to stay? So it prepared me for what to expect for the most part. I know that I do still have to do some of my own studying, but it definitely prepared me on, what to expect in the operating room. I would recommend Preppy to the person who is pretty much at a crossroads in their life, in their career life. And, they may have an idea of what they want to do. They want to try something out, but they don't want to be overly committed, because that's kind of what my situation was. I didn't want to overly commit or be so much committed that my life now completely revolves around this thing. And what I mean by that is a person who really doesn't have the time or capacity within their lives to commit to a 2-year program, a 2+ plus year. It may take them 2, 3, 4 years to complete a program. So to the person who is at a career crossroads, who wants to try something out, the person who may have a busy life already, but they want to further their career, the person who is a single parent and really needs to have a self-paced program, I would recommend it to all, just even a new maybe a newly graduated person who is fresh out of high school, who isn't sure what direction they want to take in life as far as their career is concerned. Preppy is a good way to kind of dip your toes into a program to try it out, to see if you like it or not, without being overly and, fully committed into a thing to where they end up not liking it after, X amount of years that they committed to it. So thank you, Preppy, for just existing and making yourself available to those like me who were at a crossroads in their career life and wanted to try out something new. And thank you for being affordable. Thank you for being reasonable. Thank you for having a great team of support who is knowledgeable and who is helpful and willing to kind of take your hand and help you through and guide you through what you need to complete the course and to get hired. Yeah, thank you for, thinking of those of us who do well with self-paced learning and who are a little older, middle-aged, who want to change direction and kind of try out something new. So there's many things to thank you for. I may be forgetting some things, but I do want to thank you for also expanding my knowledge, because I took the course, I went through it, I finished it, and I learned something, and that's very valuable. So thank you so much again.